All 3 Singaporeans among those rescued after deadly landslide near Malaysia's Genting Highlands. Singapore says its civil defence force stands ready to help if necessary.
Afifa Arifin has been at the scene of the landslide all through the day, and she has the latest on recovery efforts.
Search and rescue mission is still ongoing as we speak. We're currently at a police station nearby, and this is where some of the victims with minor injuries or no injuries were brought to earlier this morning, as early as 6 a.m. Now, we were told that there were 3 Singaporeans who were here. They were safe and they have gone home. In fact, most of the victims who arrived here had already left. Only some of the farm workers are still seeking shelter at this police station in the Batang Kali area. Those who were injured from the campsites were brought immediately to hospitals nearby, and the casualties were brought to the Sungai Buloh Hospital where the post-mortem will take place. The identities of those who died from this tragic incident has not been identified yet at this point. We know nearly 500 search and rescue personnel were deployed at the campsite from as early as 2:30 a.m. in the morning. The Fire and Rescue Department has said that it plans to continue working until all of those missing have been found, but they did say that it will halt operations in the event of rainy weather.
Meanwhile, search and rescue efforts are still ongoing in Malaysia, some 20 hours after the deadly landslide near Genting Highlands. Tan Si-hui is in the region and she joins us live now. Si-hui, you're at a hospital where the injured have been conveyed. Tell us about what's happening there.
So we're at a hospital that's 1 hour's drive away from the accident site at Genting Highlands. We're here at Selangor, and right behind me is the A&E emergency ambulance area. But it has quietened down. But as you can see behind me, there are still some families still waiting for their loved ones to come out. And some of them, I've spoken to one of them who spoke shortly to me. He says that he's still waiting for his wife because she is still missing in the accident, and you can see it from his eyes that he is extremely sad because he does not know where is she, and he knows nothing about where she is at the moment. And he says that she went there for camping for leisure, and after that he did not hear from her. Now, Singapore's Ministry of Foreign Affairs says that 3 Singaporeans were affected by the incident, but they remain uninjured. And we spoke to the family. We spoke to the Singaporean PR. He is the husband of the wife, who's a Singaporean, and they have 2 children who are also Singaporean. So they say they are uninjured, but they describe the ordeal that started at 2 a.m. And this is what he had to say.
Around 2 a.m. in the morning, I heard the annoying rock rolling or something like ice cube raining. Sound is getting stronger and stronger, and the sound waves like moving very fast towards our direction. So I feel something is not right. So I did not go out of my tent because my kids and my wife fall into the tent. The thing I do is I just grab my 3-year-old daughter and cover under my body. And the hip collapse sound ended very soon. And I find that my tent has nothing happened. So, and then I started to hear my friend shouting for help. I quickly went up. I saw him digging the mud. I thought it's his family is under the mud, but I quickly went over and see, but luckily it's not his family.
Now, he also said that when he searched for the camping site, he was not aware there was unlicensed. In fact, it had really good reviews on Facebook, but he just realized that they were unlicensed, and the authorities also said that they were unlicensed. But he said that he enjoyed his camping trip because his family enjoys camping, only to discover that only to realize that this would happen to them today. But they said that they are uninjured and they're all safe, and they're currently putting up at a relative's house at Kuala Lumpur.
All right, so what can we expect in the days ahead?
Now, we're currently amid the monsoon season. It was raining heavily at the moment, earlier on, and as you can see at the moment, wet floors all over. And we're going to expect heavy rains and heavy downpour over the next few days. And this isn't the first time a major landslide has happened. Since 1993, there were 28 major landslides, and a lot of them were caused by heavy rain. So we can expect search and rescue operations to be undertaking a very difficult task ahead. And many of them, because of heavy rains, they were suspended as well. So we can only hope for these search and rescue operations to continue in the following days ahead. And Singapore says that it will stand ready to offer assistance to Malaysia.
And thanks for that. Tan Soo Hui reporting live to us there in Selangor.
Malaysian authorities have revealed that the campsite operator did not have a valid license for camping activities. Two analysts we spoke to explained the danger posed by not having the necessary credentials.
With illegal camping site like this, the land clearance to the primary forest does not come with a proper mitigation or structure measures to the slope that has been cleared. Obviously, we are seeing lots of discrepancies to the surrounding of the campsite. And I think at some point, yes, this is avoidable, but not entirely avoidable, because the only thing that human can do is to minimize the risk of landslide. We can't totally stop the landslide from happening.
When you have developments in certain risky areas without proper authorization from the authorities or the local authorities, without the required approvals, as I think it has been identified that this campsite has not got the required permits. So this is very essential that the authorities are always on the lookout to ensure that illegal campsites are not set up without the proper approvals and permits, so that the safety of those visiting these campsites are taken care of.